I'm back! I had an epic time on board Celebrity Eclipse and I'll be bringing you a heap of content about that cruise very soon, but I thought there was time for one more news update this year. I'm Adrian, the Cruise and Travel Guy. As always, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. The big news this week is that the Ovation of the Seas had to cut its most recent cruise short. The 9-night cruise departed Sydney on December 14th, but as a result of a reported Azipod failure, the ship was unable to maintain its speed, and the decision was made to return to Sydney, where it arrived this morning. Guests on board missed out on scheduled ports of call at Mystery Island and Noumea, but they were offered a 50% refund on the cost of that cruise, as well as a 25% future cruise credit to be used on a voyage departing before 31st of December 2024. Unlike traditional ship propulsion systems that rely separately on propellers and a rudder for steering, an Azipod is an integrated unit that is responsible for both propulsion and steering. The unit can turn 360 degrees and make ships that utilize the technology the most maneuverable on the sea, but a failure does have the potential to completely disrupt a sailing. According to reports from guests on board, the ship's captain noted in an address that the required parts are on board, and it's expected that the ship will be able to return to normal service for its scheduled Christmas cruise, which departs Sydney later today. In other Royal Caribbean news, the cruise line recently confirmed that come January 1, its onboard chat feature will be free to use for all guests. The line previously charged guests US $1.99 per day to use the ship's Wi-Fi connection to chat to one another via the Royal Caribbean app. Many cruise lines offer internal chat features at no cost, so it's good to see Royal Caribbean now doing the same. Princess Cruises have announced some changes to their multi-tier fare structure. For all new bookings made from December 16th, the mid-tier Princess Plus package has increased in cost by $15 to $65 per day. In addition to the old inclusions of the Plus beverage package and single device Wi-Fi, guests booked onto the Princess Plus fare will now receive 2 premium crafted desserts per day, 2 fitness classes per cruise, and unlimited access to the juice bar. The top tier Princess Premier has increased by $10 to $95 per guest per day. In addition to the Premier beverage package, 4 device Wi-Fi and 2 nights of specialty dining, guests will also receive a photo package, access to Princess prizes, and the new additions of unlimited premium crafted desserts, unlimited access to fitness classes, and reserved seating in the Princess Theatre, plus a complimentary medallion accessory designed exclusively for Premier package guests, and unlimited access to the juice bar. Guests who've booked under the previous packages can continue with those packages, or they can choose to upgrade to the new options by paying the per day cost difference. Carnival Corporation has reported an adjusted net loss of US $1.1 billion for its 4th operating quarter of the year, but it does remain committed to the future with very strong bookings coming through for the years ahead. In particular, 2023 is looking like it will be a stronger year for the company than when it last operated for a full calendar year in 2019. The company ended its 4th quarter with US $8.6 billion in liquidity. In addition, the Juggernaut is offloading an additional 3 older and less efficient ships. 2 of these will come from the Costa brand, with a 3rd from another one of the parent company's cruise lines. That will leave Carnival Corporation as a whole with roughly 25% of its entire fleet as newly delivered, more efficient ships. Well, that's it for this week's news update, and in fact for this year's news updates. I want to say a very heartfelt thank you to all of you for following along and for your support on the channel. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy start to 2023. To all of you cruising now or soon, have a fantastic time. To those of you that aren't, get booking. You can head to my website to do that, thecruiseandtravelguy.com.au, and you can also give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at The Cruise and Travel Guy. Thank you so much once again. Stay safe, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Guests on board but for the trouble, they were offered a 50% refund on the cost of their cruise by paying the per day cost difference, or you can Carnival Corporation has reported an adjusted. Carnival Corporation has reported an adjusted. What's with adjusted? That will leave Carnival Corporation with 25% of its entire fleet